The SCW-10 is one of the best weapons in Battlefield 6, period, and if you were to say it is the best weapon, I wouldn't argue with you. It's out of band in a way very few weapons are. Every weapon has downsides in some way, but the SCW-10's downsides really aren't that big a deal. You build into them, you adjust to them, and honestly, once you do, it stops being good and becomes flat out dominant. There's weapons that feel strong, there's weapons that feel reliable, and then there's weapons like the SCW-10. And that's what I want to show you today. I have a lot in this video. We're going to break it down how it works on a deeper level. It has some workarounds, some really cool ones, specific things you absolutely need to know to bring it up to its full potential. You want the right things on it. Like for me personally, it's produced some of the highest kill games I've had so far. Consistent 70+ kill conquest matches, extended streaks, squad wipes, the whole thing. We're going to talk about a lot of things, exactly why it's so good. We're going to get the recoil, damage breakpoints, ranges, TTKs, and the playstyle that ties it all in. And importantly, why certain attachments perform way above expectations on this weapon, and you can turn weaknesses into either non-issues, or in some cases, strengths. Let's start with the basics. Range and TTK profile. The SCW-10 is a 5-zone range drop-off weapon, so its max damage is 33, technically 34 in the game, so 3 shots up to 9.5 meters to the body. That alone puts it in rare territory. Compared to other SMGs, the SCW is the highest body shot damage in the class, and other SMGs are starting at a 4-shot kill and then moving to 5. The SCW starts at a 3, goes to 4. With how Battlefield handles flinch, movement penalties, all the things, getting 3 shots on someone very fast is ideal. And overall, it is the fastest RPM 33 damage weapon in the entire game. The second fastest is the TR7, 720 RPM. This is at 800. We all know how much the TR7 can rip, and the SCW just punches way above its weight class because you're combining its RPM and damage with the SMG movement values, its strong inherent control and precision stats. Kind of feels like a lightweight assault rifle that kind of forgot it was supposed to be this good. It's not like some other SMGs on paper as far as being a laser, and that's because the dev tuned it. They're kind of controlling its stats a little bit to compensate for how insane the damage profile is. And even with those stats way down, precision and control, it's still higher than other not SMG weapons, especially ones that hit this hard. So you're getting a hybrid SMG mobility and handling with rifle tier damage. And when you start looking into the time to kill, aside from getting hit by a shotgun or knifing someone from behind, the SCW-10 is the king of 9.5 meters and in. It is. Nothing beats it, period. 3-shot kill to the body. If you've ever felt like you melted someone instantly with the SCW, you did. That's not in your head. That's exactly what it does. But interestingly enough, even beyond close range, up to 21.5 meters, past 9.5, it has a 0.225 TTK, and that would put it 6th on the list. So extremely competitive for a 4-bullet kill. And across the ranges, from 0 to 9.5, 3 body shots. From 9.5 to 21.5, 4 body shots or 3 crits. 21.5 to 36.5, the damage drops to 20, makes it a 5-bullet kill, but the TTK is still great, 0.3. For that distance, it's insane for what it is. From 36.5 out to 75 meters, it's 17 damage, making it slower, 3.75, but that's still extremely usable if you can control the recoil. And with this thing, you can. The important part is that everything about this weapon revolves around dominating 21.5 meters and in, especially 9.5 meters and in. You want builds and play in a way that supports that engagement space. Real quick, hollow points. Since it has this 33 damage profile to the body, the 1.5 headshot multiplier comes up. Whenever you have high base damage, the multiplier goes a long way. Inside 9.5 meters, it can 2-shot headshot. That's an instant down. From 9.5 to 21.5, you can now 2 crit 1 body, so it has ease of use. And from 21.5 to 36.5, you can 2 crit 2 body. And this thing shoots fast. You can hit your TTK numbers with ease of use. That means it has forgiveness, while also being extremely strong. But are the hollow points mandatory? No, I do have a build for them. They are very good, but it can perform just as well without them. And if you're a headshot focused player, it will reward you and kind of expand its effective range. But where it all really matters is the recoil. It's one of the coolest things about this weapon. All the recoil tests were done at 20 meters, no extra stats, it's just the muzzle. The base recoil with the flash hider, that doesn't add any more stats. It starts straight, then moves up slightly to the top right. So to compensate for this, you want to land your first couple of bullets immediately on your target, then gently drag to the bottom left. It's not a big deal. Extremely repeatable. But where it gets really interesting, I mean, we all know attachments change weapons on some guns. In some of the reviews, I've even suggested a converter because it technically was the best for that weapon. Some you want heavy stabilization, but the SCW is a rare case because it's a combination of high damage, low magazine size, high rate of fire. Also very controllable. So there are certain attachments played directly into that. I want you to pay attention to the final 2 recoil plots. the long suppressor, and the lightened suppressor. Both reduce recoil buildup and improve recoil recovery. And because the SCW burns through ammo so fast, it reaches that max benefit of these attachments quicker than almost any other weapon. And what it means is very simple. As soon as you start firing it, it becomes a laser. This is without any other attachments added. So if you either run the lightened suppressor or the long suppressor, you have a very functional, stable weapon. But if you went further, let's say add in a 35-point classic vertical, look at that. The suppressors are foundational to how the SCW behaves, and that has to do, again, with its low mag size, high fire rate. It goes right perfectly into reducing recoil buildup and recoil recovery help. So when we get into the builds, everything comes together. I always start with my favorite overall build. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the best, even though I personally do think so, but I think this one works on every map. We start with the 25-point long suppressor. This is for the recoil buildup and really reduce our overall recoil. The extended barrel, taking the velocity from 428 to 535, regular ammo, your sight of choice, and the 25-round magazine. That's an expensive one, it's 45 points, but after using this thing extensively, this is the most complete. It gives you the largest magazine possible. It's suppressed. The recoil is basically bypassed because you have one of these recoil reducing buildup suppressors. You don't need a strong underbarrel for it, or in this case, at all. You still have great precision, solid control, 64 mobility, 40 hipfire, the SMG 167 ADS time, and this brings out everything you want to do with the SCW. You want to be fast, aggressive, long magazine, suppressed, a laser. This is the only one with the 25-round magazine, and it's able to do it because of what those suppressors do to the recoil. It's very good. Next is a max control setup. Not max control, but it's getting in things that we want and need with the best stats possible. This one removes the 25-round mag and also the suppressor, and you're going to be loud with this one. So it's compensated brake, that reduces horizontal and vertical recoil by about 10%, a regular barrel, 35-point stippled stubby, or a classic vertical you can put in, the 20-round mag, regular ammo, sight of choice, but this gets you to 59 control, 31 precision, and an even faster 133 millisecond ADS time. The compensated brake, along with added control stat, is getting it precise. You just went about it a different way. It is honestly smoother, but it's not suppressed, doesn't have the bigger mag. And honestly, you don't need this level of precision and control. It already has that laser type vibe to it with those suppressors. The third setup is hollow points. This one also drops to the 20-round magazine. You're going to run the long suppressor, extended barrel for velocity, the 10-point folding vertical, hollow points, your sight of choice. This one's all about crits. You aim high, you hit headshots, it shoots fast, people fall over. You're trading in that magazine, the extra 5-6 bullets, for the headshot multiplier. The TTK becomes disgusting. If you land a 2-shot headshot, pass range, 2 crit, 2 body. So you're saving ammo in a different way. It is viable, it's very, very good. And the last one is the hipfire build, and it's tricky because we need and want the suppressor, magazine size, a good hipfire stat. So I played around with a couple of them. The best combo I found is the CQB suppressor. This is the only one that doesn't hurt the hipfire stat, paired with the extended barrel, the 50 milliwatt green laser, regular ammo, and the 20-round mag. It gets you to 71 hipfire, which is still very, very good. It has a little bit more recoil, but it's not bad at all. And what you want this thing for inside of buildings, your rotations, you need 3 body shots. When you get in tight spaces, it's a menace. If you and an enemy are running at each other, you're gonna have first shot because you're coming out of hipfire. And all that said, all 4 of these builds do something different, and all of them are very, very good. I played with all of them extensively. Maybe a small map, close quarters, you're going for zones, you have the hipfire set up. Maybe you do like going for crits, there's a hollow point build, there's a max control precision stat build, and my favorite, the big magazine suppressed all-rounder. And I always try to show more than one setup because different players succeed with different playstyles. So try them. Experiment. Find out which one makes you the most deadly. Because when you tune this thing correctly, it is one of the strongest weapons in Battlefield 6. And once I did all the recoil tests and see what the suppressors did with that low magazine, I instantly knew what needed to happen. In my opinion, it doesn't need the underbarrel. You just need one of those suppressors and the big magazine. And that's bringing out its max potential. And honestly, the more time I spend with the weapon, the more impressed I become with just how complete it is, because I work on multiple reviews at the same time, and when I come back to the SCW, at times it feels like, why would I run anything else? It is that good. And what I want you to really take away from this video about the SCW-10, it isn't just a weapon with high damage or a fast TTK. I mean, we all know the buzzwords, right? Insane, broken, yeah, it could be all those things. But in the end with this one, it's also a weapon that rewards knowledge. Like, once you understand how that recoil behaves, what you can do with that recoil, and start getting to the exact distances where it dominates, it's already pretty easy to control, but the weapon kind of stops fighting you, and you start getting to that version of the weapon that feels unfair for people on the other end. I mean, with this one, a lot of players pick it up, run 1 or 2 kind of mismatched attachments, or maybe feel the mag limitations and drop it. And even when you do get that mag up to 25, it's still not that much for an SMG, but with the heat that this thing packs, it makes everything all right. So my reviews, I have a mix of top performers, some sleepers, there's more reviews to come. And with the SCW-10, try the builds, experiment. Find the version that fits how you like to play. And if you discover a setup I didn't mention that slaps even harder, let us know. I always love hearing what you guys are cooking up. And if you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button. If you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about the SCW-10 down below. What are your thoughts on it? Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.